Bronny can go in front of ESPN.
Nigga, my mama gonna go to war, nigga. I don't give a fuck how old she is or how old I am. So if I got a pops, that nigga gonna do this. Well, he better do this. That's right.
Yeah. But now we're opening the door for all of these parents to start coming out and protecting their kids.
If you think that's bad, wait till you see Shedeur.
Right, it's about to get
Dion already
none of that. We all saw what we saw. You know what we saw.
That's elementary school.
No.
That's all
when you a teammate, he push him like, man, like, let's go. He push him like, get off of me. Get off of me. Get off me. No, don't touch me.
Was it worth the $30,000? Now?
In the moment.
In that moment.
He was up.
You remember? Was it bingo night? Or was it? 44.
You know what we do on this show, boy. We flow, boy. But I'm going to keep it high level. This is going to just give you the beats. And I give you my opinion at the end on all of these topics. But what's going on, the core issue, is the carriage rights fee.
First of all, start off the right way. Exactly. Let me start out like this. This is why I'm broke and you got money. this whole Dak Prescott saga.
What are those? On the field, I got metric after metric. He's a winner. Okay, he's number one in all categories for the Dallas Cowboys first 5 seasons. Off the field, unquestionable character. Like, the only thing you got on Dak Prescott is,
I am undefeated. Oh, come on. And me playing basketball, and I just want to light up. He's getting up.
and show.
Yeah, we doing this for real.
He's funny.
I want to go rebound.
This one?
Cut that up. I got a match. This boy, it's wet time. That's what I do.
I still don't know why this is a pick, except exceptional play by the defender. Look at that. 2 dudes reaching, and then he comes between them and say, let me split this bunk bed. And I'm out of here. Shotgun snap, slips. Oh, that's a sack on your first play ever in the NFL. I know your nightmares came true. You're like, God dang. Oh, yeah, this ain't it. Look at this blitz right here.
I mean, he only knows so much what he's reading off stats, off paper. I mean, everything's good on paper. But I would always love to hear from a player because they play the game.
What about a journalist? Like, being real, NARPs are journalists. Like, you're from that pool, right? So imagine somebody just said, you didn't play the game. I don't want to hear it.
She would have a living room full of people at about 10 p.m. probably every other Friday or Saturday. Come up here and I already know what they want, and I got to sing whatever song I got.
Did you say song. Sing, not rap? You said sing, huh?
Sing. Yeah, they ain't trying to hear no rap. They ain't trying to hear no rap. Yeah.
You think you can do something with that? Hey man, Michael Jordan too light in the tail.
Okay, you know what, big dog?
Yes.
I ain't light in the tail. If you want some of this, let's go one-on-one right now.
Let's go.
Everyone's playing the hits, but I'm a DJ. And one thing I know from my DJing experience is that you don't just play the hits. You play things that people haven't found out about yet. Discovery. Not up to me. I don't have this ego where I'm a buck, talk trash, and be like, yo, I don't like this. I don't like this. I'm gonna be like this. All right, I got enough talent. I got enough belief in me. I know what I want to do. Yep, let me go do it. Blah, blah, blah. We back at it. Dag nabbit. OG gangster. Yes, I is. Let's talk some biz right round here. Shout out to all you guys who are rocking with me. Part 2 of our daily saga through the world of sports and sports media. Oh, my God. True Light. Yep. Number 1 says we're back. Blah, blah, blah. My man J-Mo D, number 2, said, hey, blah, blah, blah. What's happening, yo? When the next On the Rocks? On the Rocks, we're going to film again next week. We're supposed to film it this week on Tuesday, as usual. But Blaze and his argumentative ass and his, he busy. He over there investing in properties all in Florida and Texas. So I think he was out of town. So then that shifted. Then the production team's schedule shifted in a way it didn't work out. So we're going to get it going. No worries. And then Sugar Shack says, good afternoon and salute to everyone. Salute, big dog, respect. So what y'all doing out there? It's a Friday afternoon or evening, depending on what part of the country you are. you're in. And if you're not in this country, good Lord. Woo, this is like your Friday Night Live. You're just checking it out. Maybe it's Saturday morning in some spots. Love for you guys for rocking with me. Well, a lot of people are rocking with Pablo Torre now. We know he's more famous than ever, and that's weird, especially because he came from ESPN. Then he went to Dan Patrick's network. Then he left that, and he's with The Athletic, still Dan Patrick's network. And now he's more popular than ever. He's more respected than ever. Not necessarily more liked than ever, and I think he's starting to notice that. So he's breaking down what he does and how people are perceiving that. Let's listen to Pablo Torre talk that talk.
Journalism in sports is basically going extinct. I worked at two places, Dan, that are now either dead or zombified. Sports Illustrated and ESPN the magazine. Real sports at HBO is dead. HBO Sports fundamentally is basically dead. And the reason why is because truth is a bad business. Because it is a lot more fun and a lot easier, despite how good, by the way, how genuinely awesome Nick is at arguing about sports. And he is. And Tony and Mike are the greatest, in my opinion. And Stephen A. and Skip Bayless, and that's that tree we all know. The thing that I struggle with is how to explain to people why journalism is both good business and also a lot harder than you think, such that the people who chose to do the easier thing can't simply say, oh, I could do that if I wanted to. Because it's not merely that you're not, it's that maybe you should. Just from a perspective of, like, what do we need more of?
Well, when you say, though, unlikable, and I throw this to the group here because I have found that over the course of the last 20 years of changing how it is that I behave within the construct of this, while also obviously respecting not just sports journalism, but journalism, it is a losing fight optically on whether or not you're going to be likable, not unlike what's happening with Notre Dame. If the starting point is I'm putting in front of the American people the job title of journalist, the starting point of that conversation is I don't like that person. I don't like what that person does. I don't value what it is that journalism is. I don't technically understand or care about what journalism is the way that people are practicing it is. So if I went around the country right now and I just said to somebody, most unpopular professions, I think I'm getting journalist with lawyer and used car salesman and whatever is the distrusted form of I don't know anything about that person and I don't like them already because what they do for a living is journalism. That's not because I grew up in a bubble of journalists growing up. I never realized this until legitimately. I didn't realize how bad it was until a moron wins the presidency running on a platform of those guys are phony.
I mean, my basic take here is that there's never been a bigger gap between what rich and powerful people want you to know and what they actually are doing. And in sports, that's especially true.
Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, we are taking off. Buckle your seatbelts. We about to go there. Okay, so Pablo Torre talks about journalism, the state of journalism. Obviously, him and Dan Le Batard not only speaking on the state of journalism in terms of an occupation, but also in terms of a duty, like how it's a necessary evil in this world to do that dirty work, to do that hard work. And what they're talking about also is laced with politics, and you can tell easily what they're into politically. But that whole circumference of what they just said, you know what's crazy about it all? It's all necessary. We need it all. We need the steak, the potatoes of journalism, and we need the cotton candy, the sweets, the candy of fluff. Whatever you want to call, whatever Nick Wright does, whatever Stephen A. Smith and Skip Bayless does, whatever I do, I think whatever Dan Le Batard does to a degree. Point being, we're all cogs in the wheel. That's how it keeps spinning. But the thing about it that I don't like, my therapist helped check me on this, because I get caught slipping in this sometimes too. Talking about the truth and hard work and we're so necessary, you start to become a crusader. You start to actually build up your own arguments and your own opponents to defeat for your own sake. So let's use Pablo Torre for an example. In the world of journalism, we're talking about how truth is a bad business. Well, it is, because the truth hurts and nobody signs up to get hurt, right? We all are walking perceptions. every one of us, me included, the top 10, I shouldn't even say the top 10, the bottom 10 things I've ever done in my life, you don't know them. My best friend doesn't know them. Maybe it's 5. Maybe I shouldn't even say 10. Maybe it's 5. But the point is, there's one thing you've done no one knows. There's one thing you've done that no one knows except that other person, and y'all just got this like distant secret, whatever that may be. It could be whatever you thought, and it could be something else. Point is, we all got skeletons in our closet. So when we all go around saying the truth is a bad business, well, first of all, it's a bad business because it's not telling the truth. No one's telling the exact truth. When you're doing a story, Pablo, how much of that is based on the likability? How much of that is based on the respect you have? Like, we all do that. We all lean into our bias. We get a little extra motivation when it's somebody we want to really show how hard we've been working. Show them up. Set them straight, right? Whatever it may be. Like, you got your 100% that I'm going to do and try because that's just my journalistic duty. And then there's another part of you like, oh, you don't think I can? Oh, you don't think I'm telling the truth? Oh, you don't think I'm right? And then wow. Come on, man. Don't do this. You want to know why nobody really comes back at me? Because I'm never going at them. I'm going at it. And they know I'm talking about it. And they like, damn it. Don't go back at him. Because one, they know I'm a pit bull to the truth. I'm going to tell it. I'm going to tell that it. I ain't talking about you. I ain't talking about Pablo. I'm talking about what Pablo has to do. So when you hear a statement, truth is bad business, it's a bad business, that ain't even truthful. Because ain't nobody telling the whole truth and nothing but the truth. So help them God. It's crazy out here. So that's part 1. Part 2 is, I just got a software update. And I'm like, I don't want it. It's looking at me like, yes, you do. All right, let's go. Part 2 is, I love the truth. I love a documentary. Do not give me any sci-fi. I mean, I'll watch it, but I ain't into the Lord of the Rings. I ain't into no goblins. I ain't into no flying horses. I'm not. I'm into, they were standing on the block and then this happened. And then he ran upstairs. I'm like, what? Give me that. Okay? Growing up, school, everything. My son is the same way. Do not give me a book of fiction. I'm reading this book. What is this? Of Mice and Men. I'm like, is this real? Is it a real mouse? Like, I love nonfiction. I love real. There's nothing crazier in this world than the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. But it's so rare. So we get into this conversation about like and respect, and Pablo talked about that, right? He's not being well liked. Dan Le Batard alluded to that, but he's being respected. I've said that. And this reminds me of what I used to tell all my homegirls, because I saw it happen to them. Right? I couldn't get them all in the club every time. Sometimes they show up late. I'm like, girl, I'm already in here. Well, come on out and get me in. I'm like, God dang. If I go out there, then I got to get everybody else in that I know, or more importantly, that think they know me. And I'm like, I can't. You should have been here at 10:45. The hell you doing? How am I the one getting everybody in and you late? You need me and you late. So anyway, we argued. Anyway, I'm not coming. Okay. But every girl knows this. Every guy knows this. So there's 2 types of girls in the club, generally in line. The one that wants to be liked and the one that wants to be respected. And let's just say the one that wants to be liked gets in first. And typically she wears less because she just want to be liked. Just look at me and like me. Okay. And then there's somebody who got 2 degrees, knows 4 languages, just landed from Germany, got her 7th passport stamped up, and she just in the back of the line. And then somebody doing this, damn, she fine. Why she back there? Dressed in armor, not even fully clothed, just armor, more than clothes. That girl, and everybody like, damn, she fine. But then she ain't giving you none of them vibes. She ain't looking like this. As soon as you catch her looking, she ain't doing this. She ain't with 19 girls hugged up, all doing that little elbow lock that's so corny. They ain't all wearing the same dress, just different colors, Vegas style. No. I'm an independent woman back here, right? And she gon' get in. And she ain't got to be at your table. She ain't even got to go to the bar and flirt. She got that night. And you know it too. Because we all in the jungle together. We know what animals out here today. Look at her. Damn. Or armadillo. Hard shell, turtle, tortoise, right? No. Take her time. But that's the difference. I should tell my homegirls, like, look, you're going to be liked, you're going to be respected. Just call it like it is, right? Now, it's going to work out different for both of y'all. You're going to have a fun night misliked, and it may not ever continue after tonight. He may play you like left. He may play you like the funky piano, like King T. Or it can turn into something. And misrespected, it don't matter what happens tonight. This is just another brick, just another night, just somewhere I just went to let off some steam. I'm building something big. And it could be big with another dude. It could be big for her and then find the dude. Point is, tonight's not the night. It don't have to be the night. So Pablo got to understand as he go through the waves of all that he's been through in journalism, it's amazing that he is now this popular, this respected, but also he taking some hits in the light category because he's taking on that battle. But let's make sure you're not taking on that battle as a crusader, because I still don't know what the hell you were talking about with them Clippers. Let me stop. Nah, good stuff. But if you really, which case has he broken? Like the NBA, they already investigated before, and then they're going to do it again. And let's just say the chances are they ain't going to find nothing. I just find it hard, man, in all my life and all my studies and all my observations that if you got 40,000 pages worth of something, you will be a little bit more. Be a little bit more. All right, let's go to the comments. What y'all talking about? King Juju already here. Shedeur, some of the Shedeur hive has arrived. I know how y'all roll. He is hilarious. He don't play. Brandon, people do want journalism, but few people are providing it. Brandon 5106. Interesting you say that. I disagree. The mainstream is mainstream for a reason. Pop is pop for a reason. What you just said sounds like what people say about classical music. Like people swear up and down that they love classical music. Oh, I wish it was more places. You know, things of higher esteem, things of highbrow. I wish there were more options. No, you don't, because you wouldn't take advantage of them. I remember they did a study, and they did a study and a survey of people, and they asked them their music types and favorite genres. And all these people wrote down classical because it makes you sound smarter. And then, I love these people. These nerds went and followed them. I don't know what they did. They tracked their devices. And then they matched it to the people who had said that classical music was their favorite. And you know what they found? Exactly. They wouldn't listen to no classical music. Put it down on the survey because it looked good. Everybody not consumed with backpack rap, even though backpack rappers in general rap better than mainstream rappers. In general, sucker got skills. He like an N1 dude, AAU player. He ain't NBA. This sucker got all the handles you ever could see, but it ain't the same. So I don't ever go to that place. I don't ever go that crazy. Look, I like it all. I like fluff. I like real. I like meat, potatoes, vegetables. Also like sweets and chips. I like salt and crunch. Simple as that. Miss me with this whole highbrow stuff only. Come on, y'all. Let's not act like it's not an entertainment vehicle. Okay? I mean, I've been there, done that. I get it. I get the plight, but I also understand you ain't got to be a crusader for it. Now, speaking of crusader, there are a lot of people out there who are, because we've all been reacting to the Sherrone Moore scandal in different ways, because it's really just went the whole gamut in terms of emotions, right? You feel bad for him. You feel sad for him. You kind of laughing at him. You kind of, damn, man, you're looking down at him like, what's wrong with you? How you play yourself like this? Well, then there's TJ Houshmandzadeh. Y'all know who he is, right? Hoosh, my dog, one of the hardest working people I've ever met in all facets of life. Now, TJ, I think he from where I'm from. I think we close. I'm much older than him, but that's my dog. Just saw him this weekend. Shout out to TJ. In Arizona. We were in Arizona together because of AAU and our sons playing ball. Point being, he don't pull no punches. TJ got something to say. It's going to be said exactly how it should be said. So let's just listen to him talk about Sherrone Moore and how he feels about the situation. It's kind of gangster.
He a dumbass. Like, you can't be that damn stupid, man. Like, I don't feel sorry for him. You a dummy. you got a wife and you got kids, and you care about messing with somebody else over your family. How dumb can you be? And then you get caught, and you want people to show empathy towards what you got going on. Don't do what you did. Get her pregnant, have an abortion. I'm gonna double her salary. Like, I don't have sympathy for dumb shit. Like, you're an adult, and this is what you chose to do. You're not sorry about what happened. You sorry you got caught. And then now you want to garner sympathy. Oh, I'm going to do this to you, and I'm going to do this to myself. No, you not.
Blah, blah, blah. And let me tell y'all for real, that's TJ all the time, 24/7, actually 25/8. Every time I see TJ, that's how he coming at you. It's real, it's raw, it's straight in your face. Now let's talk about what he's talking about. Because when Sherrone Moore did crash out, it was a cry for help. And we all feel torn when somebody's crying for help. Torn because you know they also have probably did something wrong. And you're like, look, those tears can't become a swimming pool that you can dive in and all of a sudden just relax in that hot tub. Nah. Because you put a lot of people in harm's way. And obviously we all feel the worst for who? His kids. I literally welled up. I literally almost had a teardrop because I was just doing some research for this and I saw something. And it was a picture of him holding his wife, you know, the same old poster that everybody puts up when they married, you know, and they got a big profile job. Oh, we love each other so much. You can see the picket fence. You can see the dog in the back, all that kind of stuff. And them two little kids, them little curly heads. I saw them girls. Maybe he has three, but I only keep seeing two. And I almost cried. Not because of what he's going through right now. It's because what they are going to have to go through. Kids are cruel. Kids are rude. And the internet is forever. Forever, ever, forever, ever. Boy, when them kids grow up, it ain't gonna be that your daddy cheated on your mama. That's not even gonna get you a giggle. That ain't the joke. It ain't even gonna be that your daddy got fired. That ain't gonna get nobody to laugh. Everybody at that school daddy done got fired from somewhere. Now, it wasn't Michigan. So now you're starting to get a little joke here. But you know how kids go. They say in comedy, never say a bullseye. It's not funny. But for kids, it actually is. You know what a bullseye is? Call somebody that's fat. Comics usually don't do that. They look at somebody who's a little big or someone who's struggling. But if you obese, 700 pounds, sitting there looking like pancake mix, they ain't calling you fat. You are fat. You got to be like me. Like, oh, look at your fat ass. Right? Yeah, I'm fat, but I'm not. But I am. But I'm not. You know what I mean? So kids don't give a damn. They call the pancake mix. This is a real story. I was dropping my wife off to go to the Beyonce concert. Now, if y'all ever been to a Beyonce concert, and I have, it's a scene. It's a museum. It's not even like normal. It's like you see every edge of this world in how they express themselves. So you're going to see just teenage girls loving life. You're going to see dudes hanging out like, damn, I know I'm not supposed to be here, and I listen to her music with the windows up, but I'm here. Then you're going to see gay people. Then you're going to see trans people. And we were walking, and I'm not lying, this person was at least 7'3", because they had on heels this big, like a foot of heels. And it was a dude. I knew it was a dude, but I'm with my kids. We just dropped mama off. We walking to go to get to the car. Oh my God. My little daughter said, while walking, and 7'3" is coming past me, and I'm like, wow. Even the boots were bigger than me. They had on boots and heels, and it was just bigger than me. I was just like, this is going down like a giraffe, just gigantic ass dude. like Like all way old school Grace Jones, all that kind of wild stuff, right? Like chains and whips and everything. And my daughter says, Daddy, listen to it. She says, Daddy, what is that? I don't know what to say to that. I just kept walking. I was like, oh, that's somebody going to the concert. Point being, kids are cruel. What are they going to say that's cruel about Sherrone Moore? Oh, beat it up in the comments. You already know what's flying. The embarrassment. Like, it's going to like, think about it. These kids looking up to their father, who is supposed to give them protection and discipline, is literally going to be the butt of the joke that may insert into their life a lot of their problems. While they're trying to form identity and esteem, people going to joke them out. Now, that doesn't mean you're going to have a bad life. Doesn't mean you're going to be forever doomed. None of that. It just means you got some unnecessary adversity coming your way. And poor, innocent, pure kids who didn't sign up for that, but it's coming. So when TJ says he did that dumb shit, I don't feel bad for him. It's because TJ's coming from the spirit of, look what he did to them. To those he loved, to those that he is supposed to protect. Come on, man. Come on, man. That's messed up. That is messed up. Unreal. And look, TJ, because at first I was listening to it, I was like, damn, it sounds like he, we throwing rocks from a glass house. Who ain't been caught up before? Then he said, nah, you was crying out for help. Then I understood where he was coming from. He was coming from the place like, look, dog, then you gonna go threaten her for. You mess with her. She didn't have to mess with you, right? She didn't have to mess with you. She wanted that power trip, I'm certain. She wanted the head coach at University of Michigan. Oh, please don't think you were that cute, Sherrone. We ain't that cute, dog. It ain't that. It's that power. That power make you look fine. That power as your cologne, makes you Sherrone. And she was like, let's go. And then had all the cards. And somebody just told me they broke up. He's stalking. And then she just goes to the general counsel. Did he not read the fine print? If you're going to mess with your assistant, and they said he fired her. I don't know, allegedly. Tell me, beat it up in the comments, let me know it was real. If that's the case, didn't he read the fine print? Oh, y'all basically married. At least as long as I'm at the University of Michigan, I am yours and you are mine. Even if you don't like nothing about her no more, even if she turned into a booger wolf, I don't care. You thought she was fine before, and then after you tapped it, you're like, she ain't it. You better not tell her. You better not show her. What? Somebody who's walking around there making $58,000 a year in a program where the head coach is making $6, $8, $10 million. All these dudes right now at the damn burger joint with you. Everybody who's in the lunch hall and mess hall with you. Next year is a one and done going to the NBA and the NFL. She around all that. All he's looking at it. Oh, she cute. She all right. Move, girl. They ain't tripping. And you the one that stops and say, look at her. Excuse me, sister, can you tap that beautiful white woman over there for me? Ooh, my milk of magnesia. What movie is that? Beat it up. So he like that. Oh, my God. Look at Sherrone Moore. He doing this. Oh, my God. You gave her all that attention, all that power transferred from you, University of Michigan head coach, to her? Oh, she for life. At least as long as you Michigan, she's your wife. You got 2 wives now. Yep, you got a harem. You can't let her go. She can't even break up with you. She trying to break up with you. You be like, no, baby, please, please. Now, don't text it. You got to say this. Hope she ain't recording. Grab her phone first. Put it under the pillow. Please, please. It's a doggy dog world out there. Ain't no half-stepping. And I think he got into a relationship and he was half-stepping. You got to commit. You got to commit. Now, speaking of committing, Ryan Clark has committed to another take that is getting a lot of criticism. He is committed to being a habitual line stepper. Ryan Clark and Phillip Rivers now take the stand. Let's go.
I think Shane Steichen is an offensive genius. I truly do. I think the way that Shane Steichen has manipulated this offense with Daniel Jones at the quarterback position this year has been absolutely phenomenal. I believe this is foul, as the question asked. I believe this is incompetent, and I also believe it is irresponsible. This is not Michael Jordan coming back to play basketball after 3 years off for the Washington Wizards. This is a man in Phillip Rivers who was always a stationary target, taking 5 years off to coach high school football and then come back to play against the Seattle Seahawks, who will get after your keister if you were freaking Michael Vick. The one thing that Riley Leonard can do, because I watched him do it for 15 games last year, is get out of the way. If you watch the game against the Jacksonville Jaguars last week, he was able to use his legs, scramble, hit Alec Pierce. He had a late touchdown drive in that game. He's been there the entire season. By the way, the last 5 years, he's been playing football. He's been working out. He's been preparing to be an NFL quarterback. Phillip Rivers has not. I think Phillip Rivers had a Hall of Fame career. I don't believe he's a first ballot Hall of Famer, but when you walked into a stadium to play Phillip Rivers, you had to tighten up your chin strap because you knew he was going to compete. If I'm the Seattle Seahawks, I want to see him move off the spot, and I want to see it from every point that he passes the football. I don't give a care how much you hand it to Jonathan Taylor. I don't care how great you think your defense could play. Phillip Rivers should not be starting this game. And if he comes out and he plays well and he stays healthy, I'm not going to retract this statement because it is a bad decision to put him out there. And don't get me wrong. Somebody call me after 5 years and say you could play, I might go try to give him a play too. Phillip ain't wrong. Shane Steichen and the Colts are.
Man, boy, boy, boy. Oh, look at this picture right here. Look at Cam like, thanks, big dog. I got my dog, my man, my ninja. Okay, that take ain't the worst take. It's not the worst take if you think about it, because he's saying, one, I think he's saying, why is the NFL in a state of affairs where we grabbing high school coaches that retired that could make the Hall of Fame back to the league? We ain't got 96 quarterbacks worldwide, 3 deep every team. Ugh, yuck. Okay. But he didn't say that explicitly, so can't give him that credit. He's saying, Indianapolis coach, what are you doing? Why are you putting Phillip Rivers out there? He just left high school. He can't move. And that's when it becomes a bad take. That's when it becomes a bad take, because you start to look at mobile quarterbacks versus stationary quarterbacks. Which one you think ages better? A mobile quarterback or a stationary quarterback? Beat it up in the comments. Thank you. Phillip Rivers, just by style of play, has a better chance of retiring and coming back in 4 to 5 years than Michael Vick, than a running quarterback, than a mobile quarterback, than a 2.0 quarterback, because he doesn't need his legs. He I don't know if you understand this, my man, Ryan Clark, but I never ran, and I'm never going to run. I never ran, and I never will. And that still doesn't mean I can't do the same thing. So if you could do the same thing in proximity, isn't that the guy you're supposed to get out of retirement? But we're not done in how that makes it a bad take. Then you start to call it incompetent and irresponsible. Why? You don't think that a Phillip Rivers, who you consider a Hall of Famer, coming down a notch or 2 or even 3 is not better than the options they have existing? Come on now. All you fat-ass daddies that go in the backyard and remind your son, you still got it. I still got it, boy. I still got it. Okay, you still got it, but Phillip Rivers don't? And he never had legs, so he ain't got it no more? I looked up mobile quarterbacks versus Phillip Rivers in sacks, and I saw Brett Favre, who could move, who could run, got sacked more. True or false? Russell Wilson, who could run, sack more. You know what the problem is? Because you're running, and where you running to? You're on a treadmill. You ain't going nowhere, right? Like, you're going to run into danger, and you're going to run out of danger. But where you going? Do you know the fastest thing on this football field is the football, not your fast quarterback ass? It's tripping me out. Trips me out. That's why now it's a passing league. They finally woke up and was like, oh, the path of least resistance is throwing the ball, not running the ball. You could be a top running back, average 5 yards a carry. That's amazing. You are the worst receiver in the league if you average 5 yards a catch. What are we doing here? This is stupid. So Phillip Rivers is exactly who you want. If you're going to grab somebody out of retirement, give me the most statuesque quarterback ever that can still play a little, move a little, and I mean a little, like put his uniform on and say, sit hood. That's it. I don't want somebody 44 trying to run. Run where? Where you going? Man, you can't put nobody who used to run at 44 back there. It makes no sense. Now, if Seattle gets after him, oh my God. Don't matter. We just seen a 10-sack game from the Cleveland Browns. Myles Garrett, what was that, the Raiders? Let's just say you want to bet the over or the under. Phillip Rivers gets sacked 10 times. Oh, man, it's crazy. I used to do this analysis about this. And I used to always point out, like, the best offensive lineman I ever seen was a decisive quarterback. When we played Peyton Manning, RCA Dome, Indianapolis Coast, this is year two on, not year one. Year one, we were getting after him a little bit. Year two, you go around the corner, you try to beat Tariq Glenn, you go around, what was it, Adam Meadows, Jeff Saturday. Even if you did, the few times you did, guess where the ball was? Like what? I got film of me beating somebody so clean or even unblocked, no sack. Because Peyton Manning like, man, stop playing with me, dog. You seen Peyton Manning. How many times we seen Peyton Manning do this play? Oh. Peyton like, I ain't taking no sack. You can have that. You think Phillip Rivers ain't going to do nothing? Okay, so that's one of the things. The best offensive line is a decisive quarterback. And since he played in Indianapolis, he has some familiarity. He knows, I showed you guys yesterday, all the people he knows from players he played with and from the organization of them down. He has an informal counsel deal. If you Peyton Manning, if you got that mind working, that processor working, you fine. No one cares about you in football. They care about the football. You just happen to be holding it. Let it go. He ain't getting touched. If he go like this, flares, screens, handoffs, Phillip Rivers be like, yo, I've been hit harder by my kids staying at home. He got enough kids to say that too. And another thing that I noticed is the whole misnomer that mobile quarterbacks are safer. Or they used to flip it. It used to be mobile quarterbacks were more dangerous. Like they always in harm's way. See how it flipped? Now he's saying we need a mobile quarterback so that he can escape. But back in the day when I played, they were like, no, that's the one that's in harm's way. So let's beat them both up. When he was in harm's way, oh yeah, the mobile quarterback's getting hurt. Didn't Tom Brady miss a whole year in the pocket? Didn't Peyton Manning miss a whole year in the pocket, neck? He wasn't going anywhere. Right? Lamar Jackson gets nicked up in there, here and there. He ain't missed a whole year. Anybody? Mike Vick ain't missed a whole year. I don't remember that. Anybody? So back then they were lying. Now they lying again. Now they flipped the lie. Oh, you need somebody to come and escape. Seattle gonna kill you. What? I thought that was harm's way. Now it's not harm's way? Running away? Okay. Well, ask Jaden Daniels how that feels right now. He can't get right now. He hurt. As Pablo Torre says, truth is a bad business. Let's beat it up in the comments. See what y'all talking about. Yeah, IDG, T-Logistics says hit the like button. Yeah, hit the like button, man. Make me more popular. Show. Okay. Brandon says, it's funny because I remember the famous clip of Peyton yelling at his O-line to block, but okay. Hey, I can show you a clip of anything. I can show you a clip of everything. People saying Rivers is out of shape. He's not Brett Favre, whose arm will still be preserved 20 years after being buried. Real Jim says that, look, you ain't got to be in shape to play quarterback. What you doing? Why you think they look like they look already? Look at them quarterbacks already. Look at Patrick Mahomes. What is Patrick Mahomes, in his 20s, late 20s? He got a belly. Little belly, but he got a belly. Come on. What are we doing here? Y'all just all over the place. I need a mobile quarterback. No, they get hurt. I don't need a mobile quarterback. Oh, because they can escape. I need somebody who's quarterback who's in shape. Ain't none of them in shape. What are you talking about? Makes no sense. Speaking of shape, let's go here. This is going to be hilarious because there's a Pivot podcast. There's a Shannon Sharp podcast in Ocho Cinco. There's a Club 520 podcast, Olympics. It may be coming to an arena, a stadium near you. They calling each other out. So let's hear this.
Have y'all seen this? Nightcap talking shit. They said line it up.
Who's winning a 3-on-3 to 11? Nightcap, Big 3 versus 520. We got this.
Hey, matter of fact, I'm whoever just said that. Why I was just thinking about that earlier today. All the podcasts, 520, the Pivot, we all compete in something.
It's a 3-on-3 to 11.
We good. Hey, we good. Hey. Them boys like that here, man. We good. Ocho, can you
Ocho country. Me and Ocho already got it locked up. I'll figure out the other two. Me and Ocho already got it locked up. Shannon got new hips, bro.
Yeah, he green. We just got a triple team Joe.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Joe gonna try to bully.
Yeah, Joe. Yeah, we gonna have trouble with Joe.
Yeah, that's gonna be a task.
That's about it. Everybody else is green. Shout out to them though. Shout out to Nightcap. We'll beat y'all ass
for sure.
As a matter of fact, Lonnie, we can play anything. Pause, like,
yeah.
We'll beat them with pretty much anything.
I'm rolling.
Football, we'll cook them. You know why?
I don't
Shannon
know.
can't move.
He can be quarterback though, bro. It's over.
Yeah,
he quarterback?
We cook if he quarterback.
It's over with, bro.
We can't guard Chad.
No.
Can't guard.
We got nothing to do.
This nigga said football. This nigga
I might be good though. I can carry this.
Quiet.
They
gotta
can't
go bowling or something.
Huh?
They gotta go bowling.
We bowling. We winning. We good bowling. I know I'm a better bowler than them.
We can bowl. But football is
520 bowling. Me and Mike got us. Me and Mike got us. 520 bowling. Me and Mike got us.
That'd be crazy.
Mike can hold us down the bowl.
Ocho still in tip.
Yeah, they cook us in football.
I like the fact he said all the podcasts. Like he said the Pivot.
Yeah.
We run the threes with the Pivot.
That's great.
That's great.
Green bean.
Damn, they don't even know how to pick up a basketball.
Yeah, Chad about to be in every pick and roll action.
Yeah, they don't even know how to pick up basketball.
I don't even think
Ryan too strong. He don't even.
He gonna be out there fouling. We need a ref for Ryan.
Fred ain't moving a minute.
Oh yeah, it's over.
Yeah, it's over. We beat them.
Shout out to Fred.
But in bowling, I like that though.
Well, then what?
Boy. So we ain't gotta be here long, but we gonna be here strong because that is fascinating to me. Like, what would they do if they all went at it, right? The Pivot versus 520 versus Nightcap. But let me be fair. We heard what Chad and Shannon said. We heard what Jeff Teague and the boys said. What they talking about on the Pivot? Let's hear it.
Well, fellas, there's been a challenge issue. Freddie T, I know you've been getting in shape. Shoot, I mean, we all got to get that, Chan. 520, Nightcap. They talk about running threes and everything. Football, basketball, card games. Then and 520 kind of went hard on it and say they're going to put you in the pick and roll in the hoop.
I heard him. Now, you know, T act like he baby Jesus now. T, bruh, you can ball now. I give you respect, but goddamn, I got everything. And then him, bruh, love you to death. Me and your ass gonna need what's that called? The inhaler? We both have an asthma attack, so here, don't act crazy, bruh. And then DJ, come on, we gonna run through them, bruh. And then I think Nightcap's in shape. Ocho got it. Ocho works. Now, I see Ocho play a lot of stuff. Yeah. I see Ocho play soccer and all. I fool Ocho. But the thing with Shannon, when we gotta play kick games.
You said what?
We gotta play kick games with him. He leans towards the lesser audience. Like, we need Roblox gift cards. You know, don't we? But do you know hide and seek?
What?
Because we got to play stuff like that with Shannon. Shannon goes, he plays in those realms, right?
Boy. Listen, Shannon's not in shape. Ocho might be in shape. Shannon just lifts weights.
So we ain't worried about his cardio
Goose.
stamina.
He could run around the duck goose circle.
I don't think he got no cardio stamina.
Oh, okay. Well, he gonna lose duck goose.
And then he's had hip surgery and knee surgery, right? So I think we can just knock him off balance. So I think he's a liability.
Blah, blah, blah. Just something fun. I don't get the I don't know where Shannon was going with Shannon about the kids. Help me out. He said he played hide and seek. Somebody beat it up in the comments. I don't get it. But of all of those guys on all those podcasts that I see, Ocho Cinco gonna lead. He the MVP of whatever y'all doing. It ain't that close. It ain't that close. And Joe Johnson, obviously, I don't know what level of shape he in, but I know what type of baller he was. Insane. T gonna do his thing, but Ocho Cinco, let me give you my Ocho Cinco story. Ocho Cinco, I met him when I was a Charger, San Diego Charger, up at Dorsey High School, working out with the team. We, bring all the guys together in LA, let's just hang out and work out together, okay? I'm doing the most. I'm at Dorsey. If you know LA, Dorsey right there across the street from the Jungles. You don't know LA, you don't know the Jungles, that's where they film Training Day. That. I'm in a powder blue Ferrari doing the most. Working out. Shirt off, muscles everywhere, running at Dorsey. It felt full circle. Like, I'm from here. I used to run track here, LA Jets. When I was little and dusty and ashy, now I'm back here with a Ferrari. Everybody saying hi to me. And I'm the man on the track. I'm running with the linebackers. I'm running with some DBs. I'm doing my thizzle. And literally, everybody started getting quiet. And we all got quiet for the same thing. Who in the hell is that in the middle of the infield killing it? Like, you could just, we all in the league, so we know what league receivers look like. And we looking at this dude like, but then we all too cool for school, except me. We all too cool for school. Everybody just looking. Everybody just, hey, who that? Who that? I finally I caught wind and I'm looking too and I'm like, man, go ask the dude. I'm going over there. Walk right over to the dude. What's up, big dog? He said, hey, how you doing, man? How's it going? I don't know if he recognized me or not. I wasn't even caught up in did he know who I was. I was like, who in the hell are you? So I said, what's your name, man? He said, Chad. I said, Chad? Yeah, Chad Johnson. I was getting respect. He's like, yeah, man. I'm going to Oregon State. I was like, oh, okay. Respect. I said, dog, I ain't lying. You already got it. He was like, man, thank you. Come to find out, the Dorsey stuff was all because of Keyshawn, who went to Dorsey. Keyshawn Johnson, his cousin, blah, 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 et cetera. So, long story short, crazy. I was like, I felt like a scout. I was like, I just saw one of the best receivers ever. And everybody like, where you go? I was like, oh, he's going to college. He's transferring from schools. Chad would destroy. It wouldn't even be close. I love how they clowning Fred T. Talking about Fred T look good though right now, but they talking about he ain't moved. Now don't do that to Tangy. Tangy moving. So let's get into that. So beat up in the comments. Let me know who y'all think will win those podcast wars. It wouldn't be one, we ain't invited. Pat McAfee said he wants some. They ain't mention him either, but we ain't invited. But if we are invited, we ain't standing a chance. On the rocks, Donald Penn, fat. Me, fat. Blaze, hurt. Richie, hurt. Terry, he okay, but he just okay. Good luck going against Ocho Cinco and them dudes. I don't know how Shannon's hips feel, but okay, I see it now. Y'all talking about he like the young girls. Oh God, shit. In that moment, that's where Shannon went. Channing went there. He said he gonna be playing Ring Around the Rosie, red light, green light with the. All right, well, let's get into this topic because there are a lot of receipts out there of all the flip-flopping going on with Shedeur Sanders. We showed you guys before how Matt Barnes and Emmanuel Acho are going at it. Oh, don't think it stops there. There are others too. Check this out.
And it's not that they didn't think Shedeur had that kind of a high football acumen, because he does. But he was starting a little bit back further in the process of all the things that you have to do to go out there and play pro football, just in terms of the play calling and the sliding the protections and managing the motions and all that kind of stuff. He just had to get up to speed on that stuff. But he has just gone lightning quick at coming up that learning curve. And here's something to remember. We have now heard from a number of people. He is in that office every single day with Kevin Stefanski, going over tape and learning this pro game. And I think that has helped him tremendously. So for the narrative that's out there that Kevin Stefanski has tried to sabotage him and that he doesn't like him, no. The reason why Shedeur has learned as quickly as he has is because of all that extra time that Kevin Stefanski has put in with him in that office. And it's not that they didn't
blah, blah, blah. And if you guys were watching, Jamie Foxx chimed in, is like, knock it off. And even Deion Sanders is like, now, she didn't stick the landing. That's the problem. She didn't stick the landing. She said all of that work with Kevin Stefanski is the reason he is now learning so much and playing so well. You can't go there, girl. Can't go there. One, because we believe these lying eyes. And what they told us is, truthfully, Kevin Stefanski ain't all in on Shedeur. I don't believe it's to the point that y'all think of sabotage, but I do know that we all have rooting interests, right? And Kevin Stefanski didn't have rooting interest in Shedeur Sanders. But I did love that she highlighted this, and y'all have to understand this. As you guys are learning more about the game inside the NFL, inside the locker room, inside the meeting room, you got to understand, I don't have to like you to rock with you. Don't y'all have that at work? People at work I know you don't funk with, and you still work with them. Kevin Stefanski, even if he don't, you're right. He doesn't like him. He doesn't love him. He's still sitting there like, Shedeur, you see this right here? When that wheel linebacker drops, I need you to check too. Go hot, something. But we can't throw this route right here. That dig is gone. It's closed. Do y'all understand that? Because it seems like we're acting like Shedeur has to go against all odds. No. He has adversity to go against like everybody else. Sometimes when your coach doesn't like you, I don't know where I'm from, they used to say, oh, you got something to prove. And we weren't no punks. We weren't no victims. We weren't no aunties. My auntie didn't raise me. My coach didn't like me, and I bet you he loved me after he see me get this ball after I scored 4 touchdowns. I played with coaches that didn't like me. Bill Parcells didn't like me, and I wish I played better, but he wasn't the reason I didn't play better. Come on, y'all. So all she's highlighting is 2 things. One, yeah, the Shedeur lovers out there, she put a little too much sauce on Kevin Stefanski, and those meetings are the reason Shedeur. Shedeur didn't have to learn things. He had to unlearn things. What I tell y'all, Bill Belichick said famously, more games in the NFL are lost than won. The formula between him and Tom Brady was, we're not going to lose the game. We're not going to beat ourselves. Oh, y'all go out there and spin your wheels and try to beat us. You're going to make mistakes. And when you make mistakes, we capitalize, and that's why more games are lost than won. Same thing with Shedeur. Easy. If you know football, you know this easy, 101. You know this easy. Football 101. Shedeur drifts. Shedeur goes too deep in the pocket. Shedeur gets cocky with his athleticism and runs around Madden 95. Take that away. You don't have to add. You take that away. Cut that off. Too much fat. He has accuracy. Insane accuracy. When I say insane, I mean insane. I've been saying that since college. I'm like, that dude could dart it. You ain't adding this, Shedeur. You taking away. Okay? In terms of tangibles. So she put a little too much sauce on that. But she did highlight, you can't be in this NFL, y'all, like how y'all see it on the sideline. He didn't look him in the face. He didn't look him in the eye. Nobody give a funk. Did y'all remember I showed you guys the team meeting where Coach Kafka was cursing at everybody for the Giants? This is how we look in a team meeting when Coach is giving his heartfelt speech, or even after the game. Watch it. Watch what dudes are doing. They're doing this. like, shut up. Like, at the same time, I hear you, but shut up. No. Everything you're saying, I'm processing it, right? I'm internalizing it. I'm taking it in. I give you that, coach. But you also understand all this information you give me now, I can't use any of it right now. I'm sitting in a meeting room. When I'm on that field, talk is cheap. So I'm not about to react to your talk. When I get out there, I show you how I react. And that lets you know how well I was listening. Simple as that. So that's why you look at all these pro athletes and they look like they're so uninterested, disinterested, whatever you want to say. They don't look like they want to be there because they like the moment of truth is on the field. So that's all. I just had to highlight that because I'm getting a little sick and tired of everybody saying, he hates him, he hates him. I'm like, dog, it don't matter if he does or not. If he keep going for 400 yards and 4 touchdowns, you can hate me now. And I won't stop now. You know what I mean? He went for 400 damn near. What did they say? Peep game. All you guys who saying how much Stefanski hates him, and I'm not defending him. I'm just going to tell you the truth. He may hate him, but guess what? You come in the first game, you play half of it. Well, hey, after the game, is Shedeur starting next week? Hey, I'm just taking it day by day. We'll see later. He starts the next game. Plays that game. Plays good. Some issues, but play good. Is he starting next week? We'll get to that. We'll get to that. Yeah, he's starting next week. He balls the next week. Is Shedeur starting next week? He's starting the rest of the season. Get him in. Look, you're going to say you're a hater, give him credit too. He's starting the whole rip. He's starting the whole rip. Y'all must have never been the MVP on your team. Y'all must have never been the dude because y'all don't get this. You must have been a scrub your whole life because you know if you've been the dude, you know you dictate terms. When the MVP shows up late to a meeting, everyone looks around and say, why did the meeting start so early? When the scrub walks in late to the meeting, everybody's like, what you doing here still? You're cut. Bye. I've been both guys, so I totally see the world in both ways. One eyeball, one eyeball. All right, beat up in the comments. Let me see what y'all talking about. Oh, man. Hawkins DB says, think Shedeur will be fine. Just let him play and learn as he goes. He will be okay. Yep. At the same time, somebody brought up an interesting point. They said, remember everybody jumped on their bandwagon after, what was that, the TCU game? That big old showdown and, what was it, 48-44, something crazy? And then it went like this a little bit. So, welcome to the NFL. It stands for not for long. You never know how long the success is going to last. Patrick Mahomes this year. And you never know how long the failure is going to last. Daniel Jones before the injury. Caleb Williams right now. So just game by game, big dog. Game by game. Okay. And speaking of game by game, how about day by day? How about second by second? Okay. You need to be in the present. The present is the gift. If you're Sherrone Moore, be in the present, even though it's tough. Let's go, big dog.
As we all now know, defendant was at some point on Wednesday afternoon fired from his employment. He then, at some point soon thereafter, came to her apartment in the address that is alleged in the complaint, barged his way into that apartment, immediately then proceeded to a kitchen drawer, grabbed several butter knives and a pair of kitchen scissors, and began to threaten his own life. I'm going to kill myself. I'm going to make you watch. My blood is on your hands. You ruined my life. And a series of very, very threatening, intimidating, terrifying, quite frankly, statements and behaviors there in that apartment. It was only then, Your Honor, when the victim, she called her attorney and then at some point indicated she was going to call the police, and then he left. And so, Your Honor, while I understand that there isn't evidence to suggest that he directly threatened the victim with any of those implements that I've indicated, the totality of the behavior is highly threatening and highly intimidating. She was terrorized, Your Honor. And In light of the totality of all of those circumstances, we consider a risk to public safety, a risk to this victim, and it's for those reasons that we are asking for those specific conditions. I'm more than happy to answer any other questions that the court may have, or give you further information. I appreciate it.
Look at that scene right there. Man, that's all bad. That's all bad. We just heard. They were live streaming his arraignment, or them actually giving him his charges. As you see him, looks like in a cell, holding room. And think about it, because a lot of times we skip logical steps. A lot of times we just get to the ending, the resolution, the end. You know, everybody's in a rush to be what they're going to be. What are the results? And just think about how he got here, step by step. You can even reverse it in order, because he didn't need to be here right now. Isn't that crazy? The headline is not he was fired from Michigan. The headline is you are being arraigned, you are being detained, you have been arrested, you may go to jail. For how long? Much longer than you should have. Because all they did to you was fire you. And because you were embarrassed, or as my coach used to say, embarrassed, you felt naked to the world, you felt the shame. I mean, you go back to the Bible if you really want to go there and drop some gospel. When they found out we ain't got clothes on, how did they act? A little different. Embarrassed for the world to see. Man, I wish he had it in him to say, kiss my ass. I lost my job. I cheated on my wife, straight up. I'm gonna be back. Say it much more humble, with much more humility, but like, I gotta take my lumps, like I teach these young men all the time. Doesn't always work out for you. Sometimes it's self-inflicted wounds. I have no one to blame but myself. Take that L, jump on that grenade, and move on, big dog. Last thing you can do, though, is this. Right? Try to throw that grenade. Now, that one's for you. You'll be all right. You'll be all right. He made this way, way, way worse. That's why when you hear all these takes that try to take it racial, that's why when you hear all these takes where they try to do the whataboutism and what if him and Bobby Petrino and Ryan Clark's takes, you just got to shake your head and say, you're not teaching anybody how to learn from this. You're not teaching anything, okay? Because the cover-up is worse than the crime. The crime was infidelity and you violating your contract, okay? What's worse, getting fired or getting arrested and put in jail? And all the charges that they talking about, no bail. 5150, homie. Y'all better stop playing. Man, you going forward, big dog. If anything is there, we have to learn going forward is take it. Just take it. Whatever it is, address it and take it. And you know, I know we all been jaded because every time we hear anything, everyone's innocent. And it'd be better for us in processing to see somebody say, no, I did that. Like straight up, I did this, I did that. I ain't do that. You'd be like, whoa. And beat up in the comments, has someone done that of late? I don't know. But I haven't seen it. Instead, you either say you didn't do it and then we find out you did. Most times. There's been some obvious other cases. Or you do this. You act out. You cry out. You want everybody to say, oh, woe is you. You cry for help. As TJ said, and we all know what he said. You weren't crying before. You're just crying because you got caught. Unreal. Poor. Shout out to Bishop Bond, who says, thank you, Wiley. Yes, I'm here. You here. I'm trying to live through what my parents taught me. And boy, y'all know I done stepped in it. I done fell down. I done got up. Who hasn't? But we need a safer space. Everybody talking about safe space. How about a safe space where you can just say the real? Lead with your weakness. Matter of fact, let's not make it a safe space. Let's make it gangster. I done funked up before, right? And gonna funk up again. But I ain't funked up. Real spit. Okay, I need y'all to help me with this, because this was the #1 trending topic, and I know why, but I need y'all to tell me, what does it mean to you? Why? The Epstein file photos, some have been released. Bombshell, the oversight Democrats have just released 95,000 photos. Oh, that's like my wife's iPhone. They must have grabbed her iPhone from Epstein's personal files, and they include never before ever seen photos of Donald Trump with women. It's all coming out now. Okay. I know everybody's talking about this. Look at this. They have redacted those ladies. We can still see their hair color. That's it, right? Based on this, let's do what we do. You know she fine, right? Let me stop. All right, so anyway, and she got the head on the shoulder, so this is ranking. She trying to be like, I'm the one. She like, girl, look at me. I ain't even got to do all that. You doing too much. And these two just along for the ride of the hang. But the thing is, and then this one look like a private jet in the corner of them private jets. They be chilling. I don't know. My guess is good as yours. Point being, everybody wants to see these files and photos and everything. It's #1 trending right now in the world. And I'm like, dang. Like it's going to color in what you think about Donald Trump or not. But I think if you're being real, it's just going to give you confirmation bias. But maybe not. Or whoever else is on there, because there's other names and 95,000 photos. Good luck to you who is looking through those. You better use ChatGPT, but it ain't so good with photos. But point being, whoa, this is just the beginning. It's amazing how they keep dripping this out. Like, I need y'all to just scoop me and beat it up in the family. Beat it up in the comments. I say in the family. Beat it up in the comments. Like, what is going to be the gain you get for once you see this? Aha, I knew you were. And messing with the kids and all that stuff. I mean, none of those pictures look like kids, but I know in the grand scheme of things what the conversation is supposed to be about. But right now, let 95,000 photos out, and these are the highlights. 1 5 girl, 1 10, 1 9 or 8, and 2 6s. Let me stop. I don't know why that's trending yet. I'm waiting for all of them to come out. Then we gonna have something. Okay, speaking of having something, have you guys ever seen this? Oh, let me beat up in the comments, see what y'all talking about. Oh, man. Y'all talking about, here we go, Trump and Epstein. Libby Gigman N6X. You got the hardest handle ever. You've been here a few times, love you, but damn, your handle too much. All right, so they chipping away. Oh, okay, here we go. Francisco Aguilera, somebody I know. Always shout out to you, big dog, respect. He says they're chipping away at the voter base, one release at a time. Ah, that's smart. The Illuminati's been doing this for 100 years. That's smart. I was wondering why they just keep leaking it out. Like, put it out. Y'all got it. You gonna put it out or you're not? Ah, you want us to see it in different stages and phases, so that's the grander impact. Gotcha. Well, how about impact? Let's go here. Have y'all ever seen this? Vince Carter's high school highlight tape. Have you? Watch this. It's insane. I mean, I want y'all to just look at this real quick and tell me if y'all seen anything better. First of all, he looked taller in high school. I mean, look at the colors of this stuff. What year was this? Goodness. I think I'm older than Vince Carter. I'm not sure. I don't know. Oh my God. High school, y'all. This is high school, y'all. If we saw, Jesus. I know we get pumped when we go down to the local high school and we see 2-3 dunks. I mean, he could have skipped the NBA. Forget high school. Of course you can skip. I skipped the NBA. What's the next league? If I saw this kid in high school, I'm like, he too good for the NBA. God dang. Oh, look at them banners in the background. He hired in the banners. Oh, Jesus. No, this got to be pro. Come on. Y'all messing with the uniforms. Oh, Jesus. God dang. Oh, man. He did the Jordan in high school. Blah, blah, blah. People always talk about that. You know, like, you know, there's pioneers in evolution. Obviously, Michael Jordan, when he did that, it was insane from the free throw line. And then we just see somebody coming after him, like, thanks for the understanding. Thanks for me to understand I got to push past boundaries. Thanks for the exposure. Now let me do it in high school. It's kind of like the 4-minute mile. Once somebody broke it, rap. Unreal. Unreal. It is crazy. It is crazy. I ain't want to spend a lot of time on that because I want to show y'all stuff that, like the gumbo. There's a lot of stuff that is meat and potatoes, obviously, but there's a little crawfish in here and there, a little shrimp here and there, little stuff like that that gets me pumped up, gets me going. Y'all know me. I like rap. I like music. I like crazy sports, and I like my teams I played for. Respect. So y'all ever seen somebody that good in high school? Beat it up in the comments. Let me know who was better. Send a link to somebody who was better in high school than him. I shouldn't even say better because he didn't do nothing but dunk. But point being, who had more dunks than that? Goodness. All right, now let's have some fun. Drake-Kendrick beef. Beat it up in the comments. Were you team Drake? Were you team Kendrick? More importantly, who won? Well, we know who won, but I still got to ask. Got to be objective. But we know who won. Well, here's somebody who was not in the beef and said, you shouldn't even got into it, Drake. What are you doing? 21 Savage, 21. Urged Drake to ignore Kendrick Lamar and the beef. The reason why I'm going to go into this is obvious. Y'all know me. The beef started publicly on my show, Sports Nation. Max Kellerman and I, let me give you the story real quick. We did a show. Every day except maybe 5 days a year, we do the show live. Well, this particular day, this show wasn't live. It was taped. We have a big guest, Drake, big timer, who's also hosting the ESPYs. We're pumped. We're rap heads. Max and I, Max is a former rapper, so you know he pumped. I'm hella pumped. And I'm like, oh, it's going down. We get to interview Drake. I just was pumped for the 3-shot. Max, myself, and Drake. I'm like, what up? Right? He shows up off the camera, and we got him in the big screen, and there's Max and I on the sides flanking him. We just talking to the screen, bang, bang, bang. We doing the interview, we get into it, the corny stuff. Hey, how you doing? Is it cold in Toronto? How's it feel to be number one? Then we get into the interview we want. You got to do that for the producers. Then it's like, oh, we ran out of those sorry-ass questions. It's time to ask some real. And boy, did we go there, and boy, did he go there. Kendrick. Like, I'm number one, there ain't nobody else. People talking about him, and I'm this, and I'm like, and it was so like shocking that we couldn't even interpret it. We couldn't even digest it. We couldn't even take it all in. Ooh, pause. But we couldn't do anything with it because we were like, oh my God, he's going there. And Max and I like sitting there like, because we do the radio too, we sitting there like, got one. Got him, great interview. Not even like got him, like got him to speak on something for real. Show ends. We pumped. We like, what? Oh, we like, man, we gonna be in Source magazine. They gonna get this interview 5 mics. We pumped. We ain't even thinking, ain't tripping. We know we about to, this show gonna be the biggest ratings ever. This show gonna go crazy. Then your producer comes up. What's up? She's like, how did that Drake interview go? I was like, you didn't see it? It was great. It was amazing. And then he went in and we were talking about Kendrick and oh my God. She's like, oh, okay, yeah. Because we're getting some calls about the people and some of the things he said. And all right. And we're like, what'd he say? What happened? She's like, I'll find out, but just wanted to know from you guys' ears and your mouth. What did you hear? Oh, okay. Circles back in a few minutes. We still waiting for it to go at 1 o'clock, whatever time it is, we going live. It's like 12. We only got to wait. Fast forward 1 hour and it's out. She circles back again. She's like, we're hearing that we shouldn't air that. I was like, not air it for what? He's hosting the ESPYs. He went there against his friend, arch enemy. I don't know. Who cares? Rap beef is the thing. Let's go. That's like interviewing Ice Cube and then all of a sudden not putting the interview out. No Vaseline doesn't come out. You're like, what? Finally, she circles back finally. And this is the final one. She's like, yeah, we're not airing that because he said if he were to see that, if that got aired, let's just say he's not hosting the ESPYs. We said, no. Oh, well, he ain't hosting the ESPYs. Let's go. Let's run it. Obviously, they never ran it. And obviously, I've never seen it since. I would love to see it just to remind me of all the details and little things that he said. Because I was just so in shock he was saying it. I was just like, hurry up, keep talking. I'm on to the next. I'm going to dive deeper. I'm going to dig. You go. We're going to get it out. He going to say it. Well, he said it. 21, like he shouldn't have said it. 21 was like, what are you doing? Right? So that's where that went. Crazy beef. 21 Savage just basically said, I ain't want you to do that. I ain't got to play with 21 said because 21 was cursing his ass off. In the craziest way. I mean, he like, I ain't a real rapper like that. I rap different. Okay. All right. This is funny to me. Tell me how funny this is. Somebody said, I'm not into fashion. But this is like my daddy, how he used to dress. Look at this. That's right. First of all, if you 7 feet pulling that off, I'll give you some props. But boy, that look like Lionel Richie. And I don't know. Lionel Richie meets some of these little dudes that you be seeing out now. Oh, man. This is why I want to end the show right here. Y'all know we always end the show with some levity and usually some music and something to make you think. So we were just talking music. Here we go. Who at this table got to get up for Kendrick Lamar to have a seat? There is Biggie, Lil Wayne, where you at, baby? Please say the baby. Jay-Z, Jigga, Tupac at the head of the table. See you, big dog. Eminem, Kanye Titter, and 50 Cent. Beat it up in the comments. Let me know who you're thinking. Gotta go. Let me tell you what I'm thinking. Let's go around the table. Damn, Biggie looks small right there. Biggie. That was a good pun. Biggie Smalls. And he still got all his food there. He ain't ate yet. Biggie, 2 albums. It's kind of like Terrell Davis. Like, you didn't play forever. You didn't make a lot of songs, but boy, did you ball, boy. So let's come back to that. Lil Wayne, come on, stop playing. He damn near the GOAT, if not the GOAT. Leave that man alone. I remember getting into arguments when I was with the Chargers talking about, Ayo, Lil Wayne is him. Nah, it's Juvenile. No. It's BG. No. I said it's Lil Wayne. I was the first one. I was like, it's Lil Wayne. And at that time, it really was Juvenile and BG. Bling, bling. And then, what you going to say with the badass men? Like, they were already out, and Lil Wayne was out, but I was like, I'm telling you, it's Wayne. Glad I was proven right. Jay-Z, come on, can't say enough. Shout out to Jay-Z. We went to school together. Our kids went to school together, so I got to see him and chop it up with him a lot. Love. Tupac, respect. You know, you can't say bad things about Tupac. He just evolved in so many different ways. Best album to me Against the World was amazing because he went inside. The rest of the albums, Strictly for My Ninjas was insane. Of course, All Eyes on Me. I mean, it's Tupac. Whatever. Eminem, very interesting. Because I think Eminem, when he first came out, I was like, wow. And then forever until you die, you're like, he is probably the most skilled rapper ever, or you could say the best rapper ever. But then his game veered away from his talent. Like, it's really just topics and concepts. I was just like, I got way more things I'm interested in hearing him rap about than the ones he's picking. So that's the only thing I got to say against Eminem. I'm like, but I can't, I'm like, he had the best combine ever. I can't say nothing about him. But it's like, And And kind of a lot of people say this about Kanye, even though I still rock with Kanye more right now than most. I understand he kind of shifted it up. And you're like, damn, all that talent, all that. I miss the old Kanye. And then 50 Cent, who had a name buzzing in the streets, then blew up. I mean, up. And still is relevant beyond imagination, but not for music as much. Who getting up? Beat up in the comments. Sit down, Biggie. Good, I wasn't getting up anyway, son. All right, y'all stay here. Y'all stay here. Kendrick got to sit. It's either, I mean, you can't do it to Eminem. It just feels blasphemous because he got the numbers, he got the skills. It's either 50 or Eminem for me. I'm looking at Biggie like you ain't got enough to be sitting down there, but then he looking at me, I'm sitting in the dreaming about Lear jets and coops. Sit down, Biggie, I'm sorry. The way Saul shoots, the way how to sell records like Snoop, oops. I interrupt a doorbell. Jesus, I can't. All right, Biggie's sitting there. Who y'all taking off? Eminem or 50? Neither? Biggie gone? Damn, a lot of y'all saying Biggie gone. I know. Who the hell is this? Well, beat it up in the comments. I'll be here all day and y'all will be too. Love for you guys, man. Appreciate y'all. My wife going out to dinner tonight, so I'm going to bed early. That means we got to do this again tomorrow. Let's have some fun. Have an amazing Friday. And don't be out in them streets too long tonight. Y'all know what it is. We got to get up in the morning. Go get it. Tomorrow, we got our playoff game for football. And if we win it, we got our championship game after that. And we got 2 basketball tournament games. Crazy. Welcome to my life. Love for y'all. Peace.
It's been a decade plus that I knew that this day was going to come.
Oh, this is not unheard of here. Because I believe the
Time to hydrate. Hydration's the situation, so.